morning, children. So yesterday we started new lesson, no? So food and digestion. So yesterday we discussed the important nutrients in our food. So today another topic, a balanced diet. A balanced diet. What is a balanced diet? The important nutrients in our food. So a balanced diet contains the minimum quantity of carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals. These all are such a quantity in what food we are eating. In that food only have means that is called a balanced diet. So a balanced diet is a such carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals. We have to take the perfect diet. A balanced diet means we have to take this all contains such quantity. Okay, that is called a balanced diet. Okay, next, digestion of food. Digestion of food. So when we are eating the food, it is directly not first we have to take the food like when we are taking like that is it solid food we are eating, no? So like bread, pieces of biscuits, like that only we are eating. So when we are taking the food, that food only not gives us proper energy. So it breaks into small pieces inside the food, inside the mouth. It break into small pieces. It form into a simpler form. It turns into a simpler form. So that only gives us energy. This direct food not gives us energy. So the process of taking food into a simpler form is called a digestion. When we are taking the food into a simpler, when we are taking the food inside, it breaks into small pieces and it makes into a simpler form. So that is called the digestion. So we have to take the food into the mouth. Through our mouth only we have to take the food. It turns into a simpler form. So that is called digestion. Okay, that after digestion we will get the energy. Okay, so the process of digestion. The process of digestion. So first of all you have to observe the picture. Okay, while we are eating means, first of all we are eating means we are taking food through our mouth only. So the mouth is very important. We are taking food into our mouth. Afterwards it going inside. Windpipe also have, food pipe also have. So here windpipe and inside food pipe also have. So the nose and the mouth connected with each other. So that's why sometimes we are eating means the food goes into the windpipe means we are like that doing, no? Someone we are thinking about us, saying our elders. So that the food goes into the windpipe means we are doing like that. So we are taking food in our mouth through our windpipe and it's going. So here. So the first we have to take the food through our mouth. So this is called mouth. Okay. So we have to take food through our mouth. Inside the mouth, the saliva have. In our mouth, saliva. We know now. Sometimes we are like doing, no, like water like have, no, in our mouth, that is called saliva. Okay. So here salivary glands have. Salivary glands. Salivary glands. Okay. So these salivary glands only releases the saliva. So inside the saliva mixes our food. While we are eating the food, the teeth, after we are enter the food in the mouth means we have to cut with our teeth the food Like one biscuit, I am eating one biscuit, like that. We have to cut with our teeth. After cutting, I am chewing. Like that I am chewing, no? So, cut with our teeth and chew with our mouth. So, the inside the salivary mixes the food. The inside the salivary mixes the food. It mixes, afterwards it will become a solid. So, the salivary glands only releases the salivary juice. So, the food mixes with the salivary. Afterwards, the salivary glands only gives the juice of salivary. The food mixes with the salivary juice. So, afterwards the food become very insoluble food, becoming into a soluble food. Okay, so the saliva changes in soluble starch. The saliva changes in the soluble starch into a soluble starch in food into soluble sugar. Sugar means sweet. Here, this salivary glands only releases the salivary juice. So, that while we are eating carbohydrate food, that is the starch, carbohydrate food, that the starch, the salivary starch turns into the salivary sugar. Sugar means sweet. So, like bread, like wheat, we are eating, after we are chewing, it is a sweet, we are feeling taste. So, the salivary only changes that, like salivary soluble starch in the food, it changes into a insoluble, like sweet sugar. Okay, soluble sugar. Insoluble starch changes into a soluble sugar. Okay, that's why we are feeling taste sweet. Like bread, after chewing only, after mixing the salivary only, we are feeling sweet. Okay, so soluble sugar. This is called a food pipe. Okay, food pipe. Inside the mouth, this total process going on. So first we are taking food in through our mouth. In our mouth, salivary glands have, the salivary glands releases the salivary juice. This salivary juice only changes the food in insoluble starch, turns into the soluble sugar. That's why we are feeling very tasty. The carbohydrate food turns into a sweet. That is called soluble sugar. Okay. Next, the food enter into the stomach through the food pipe. Okay. This is called food pipe. This is stomach. Stomach. Okay. So, in the stomach, hollow and muscular bag. This is stomach, hollow and muscular bag. Looking like a bag, no? So, this is a hollow and muscular bag. In that stomach enter the food. So, this is called liver. Okay. This is liver. This is pancreas. Okay, pancreas. So, the food entered the stomach. The stomach is hollow and muscular bag. Okay, in that stomach, so many juices releases in that stomach. So, that juices mixes the food into a simpler form. That juices make the food into a simpler form. Okay, in that stomach only the juices make the food into a simpler form. Okay, like the pancreas and liver also releases some juices. So the pancreas and the livers also releases some juices. These all are these all juices mix the food into a simpler form. All juices mix up in our stomach. It makes the food totally makes into a simpler form. Okay. So, in the stomach only total process going on. Afterwards, it enters into the small intestine. So, this is called a small intestine. Okay. This is called a small intestine. Okay. Small intestine. small intestine. So this is small intestine. This is called small intestine. In that small intestine only the liver and the pancreas releases so many juices. The walls of small intestine, it absorbs the blood. It absorbs the blood, and that blood only the food totally, the simpler form food have that also absorbs the food totally liquid form only have. After the proper process going on, after the food turns into a liquid form, the large small intestine walls only absorbs the food into the liquid form, and the blood also absorbs the blood also. So the small intestine only going on. So this liver and the pancreas pour some juices, no? That's why the total process going on. It absorbs the walls of the small intestine, absorbs the liquid food through the blood. So afterwards the blood passes through our body, no? The food also including the blood also through our total, it supplies total our body parts. Like food also going on our total each and every body part. So that's why we will get energy. So afterwards that total blood vessels only, in that blood only not going on. Through the blood vessels also have, no? So here inside the blood vessels also have here blood vessels. So through the blood vessels the food goes on total each and every part of our body. Okay. So the small intestine, the walls only absorb the liquid food through the blood, and the blood vessels only supply the total food each and every part of our body. Okay. So last, this is called large intestine. Okay. This is called large intestine. Large intestine. So this is called large intestine. In this large intestine only the waste semi-solid food. So semi-solid food. The waste, the important food only totally absorb the small intestine. The wastage, the semi-solid food have no, that only the large intestine, the walls of the large intestine that releases into the anus. So before only the large intestine walls, extra water is also have, means extra water. So that extra water only that absorbs the large intestine. Extra water only that absorbs the walls of the large intestine. It absorbs the extra water and releases the semi-solid food into the anus. This is called anus. So we have to remove that waste. After digestion process completing means the total energy we will get, we will release the waste through our anus. So this process all going on these different parts of our body. In that especially the process of digestion. Started through our nose, we are taking the food, we are entering the food into our mouth. Only the process starting. So the waste is going on. Like that the process, total digestive, the process of digestion. Okay? Okay children, I hope you understand. Once you have to observe. So we are taking food through our mouth. Okay. So in that mouth only the salivary glands releases the salivary juice. We have to bite our food through our teeth, and we have to mix the food with the saliva. So afterwards it going on through the windpipe. In that goes into a hollow and muscular bag, our stomach. In the stomach also releases so many gases. So in that stomach, the walls of the stomach, in that stomach that mixes into a simpler form. So afterwards enter into the small intestine. In that small intestine, the liver and the pancreas also poured some juices. The total in that small intestine, the food mixes into simpler form and it turns into a liquid. The food turns into a liquid. The walls of the small intestine absorbs the liquid food through the blood. In that blood only it mixes. So the blood passes through the blood vessels into all parts of our body. It supplies to the food total part of our body, and that process completed means that waste releases into the semi-solid food. That is called waste. The semi-solid food enter into the large intestine. So this large intestine, it is also very large, but the small intestine only very large. It is turns into a wind like pipe. Like a coiled pipe. It is a coiled pipe. Small intestine, it looks like a coiled pipe, and that large intestine also it is carries the semi-solid food, and walls of the small intestine absorb the extra water. Afterwards, the wastage semi-solid food releases into the anus. It through going on. Like this total process called the process of digestion. Okay children, I hope you understand. So once you have to observe the picture, you have to practice the picture, you have to read the lesson. Tomorrow we will continue another topic, okay? Read the lesson, homework.